welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Not the Pig Pen. I am not in the pig pen this week. I'm not even in Virginia this week. I'm out in Southern California for work. So welcome to the Residence Inn. Wanted to put together a quick video, not a riding video, and I've talked about this before. I am a motovlogger. That's what I identify as. However, don't have my motorcycle right now. So that's what I wanted to do a video on, just a little update here on some stuff that I've been dealing with my 2016 Ultra Classic Noelle May and some stuff I got coming up. But before we get there, let me remind you guys, why don't you go ahead and give me a like, leave me a comment on my channel. If we don't feel like typing words, just leave an emoji, let me know you were here. And as always, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And those of you that are subscribed, thanks for hanging out with me for a couple minutes. I promise I won't keep you long. So, like I said, I'm out of town on travel, and some other reasons why I don't have any riding content, why I didn't bank anything, is I've been having some problems with Noelle May, and been doing some work, some electrical troubleshooting, which if you've done electrical troubleshooting, it is a nightmare, and it can get really expensive if you can get it into the dealer. That was my problem. I knew this problem might start getting above me. So I was already at the dealer buying some parts. I went back to service and said, hey, if I need to get this thing in and have you guys diagnose the problem, what's the time frame? Because I knew I had this trip coming up, and I think, man, that would be perfect. I could drop the bike off, they could have it for a couple weeks, do what they need to do, and then when I get home, I got a fixed motorcycle. Well, they told me they're backed up to August. So I immediately went into panic mode, got some rides coming up when I get back home, and said, let me see if I can figure this out. So let me kind of show you here what I was having. All right, so here's the problem. You grab that main wired harness. That's not supposed to do that. All right, so as you can see, there's definitely something going on in that wiring harness. I was going to record the whole troubleshooting, but it was done over a series of days. I rode still, however, I was very ginger with riding. It was a very sporadic problem. I went from, I thought I might have jacked something up when I did my bars, but it's been 2 months since I did the bar install. I started going that way at first. If you're familiar with the newer Harleys, you have a twist grip sensor in your throttle. It's not cables like old school carbureted bikes. It's a device that goes in there. It's wires, and it's got a little twist on the end, and it sends signals down the wires into the wire harness to your ECU, tells the bike to go and do different things. It kept pointing me towards that. I was actually throwing codes, and it kept saying a twist grip sensor error. So since I had to remove that, put it back in the new bars, my initial thought was, well, maybe I did jack something up. So I took the fairing apart, pulled that out, inspected it, cut the wiring harness open, inspected each wire individually. I did see one bend, like a crimp, but the wires inside were fine, so I straightened it out, shrink wrapped everything back up, put it back in, and the problem went away for a couple days. So I thought, well, maybe that was it. Then it started rearing its head, and it seemed to be every time I would make a right hand, well, not every time, it was sporadic. Right hand, close quarters turn, if you will, slow speed turn. It also would affect the idle, and it would make the bike throw the limp error, or put it in the limp mode. It throws a code, and it puts your bike in a limp mode, and you got to reset your ECU. So it kept doing that sporadically. So I knew this was a little deeper. So took the fairing back apart and just started jiggling wires, and that's when I found in that wiring harness that comes in, from your fairing, it runs along the neck of the bike and down the backbone, just around the neck. There was a tender spot. I could press in on that harness and make it do it. So it was jiggling, something was going on inside that harness. Long story short, cut it open, found the problem, put a new piece of wire in there, soldered it up, shrink wrapped it up, and after riding it for a couple days before coming out here, it seems to be repaired. So I'm excited about that. So that way when I get home, I can resume my riding, have a little more maintenance to do, and be ready for some trips I got coming up. But before then, something I'm really excited about. Like I said, I'm in Southern California. I come out here often. I'm renting another Indian this Saturday. So I will be renting a 2022 Indian Chieftain from Indian of San Diego. And again, I did a review or an opinion of the Challenger I rented last time. I'm not saying I'm an Indian guy. I do prefer Harley Davidsons, and the only reason I'm going with Indian is because, first of all, Indian is cheaper to rent, and it's very easy. The dealer here bends over backwards to make sure you're taken care of, and it's a fantastic motorcycle. So that's why I chose Indian, and I wanted to try the Chieftain with a batwing fairing. I'm a little partial to batwing fairings. So I've got that Saturday for 24 hours. I'm really looking forward to getting out and riding. I'm probably going to go back up towards Julian, California, and then continue my way on up to Palomar Mountain. There's a mountain, a little over an hour and 40-minute ride, that is supposed to be one of the most technical roads in the state of California. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's very popular around motorcycle enthusiasts around here. Matter of fact, when I was out here last time and rented the bike, Ryan from Full Throttle Hog had mentioned it. So I'm going to go on up there and check that out, do some looking around, get some good footage. I got to do a mail call. I brought mail with me, so we're going to do a rolling mail call, so I'll get one of those done so we can get that out here in the next few days. And that's it. So that's what's going on in my life. I'm not going to bore you guys too much. I appreciate you stopping by. I just wanted to check in with you. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend coming up. And until we talk again, you guys be careful. You guys be safe. Always keep your shiny side up. And we'll talk to you next time.